Let's go. A tally. Alright then. Sure. Yep, I just want to point out this is still turn 5. He played around 28 mana of spells, and it's not even close to finishing. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely amazing Esper Control that can literally answer every single deck. It's so versatile and it has a win con against everything. So I think you will love it. I won't spoil the results, but man, they looked very nice. You will see them in the outro. And short about the deck, we have some counter spells. We have Field of Ruin for those Cavern of Souls or Miraxes. A lot of removal to stay alive. Sunset Revelry, so we can get into those Sweepers, Emperors. We have the End for Atraxa decks and all those Jaces, so we can exile all of them. And we have some mill synergy with Realmbreaker and Kaya for the supreme late game and just to stabilize with the life gain. So this is the deck. I hope you like it. Oh, and I want to say really thank you for all the comments about the intros. Like, I read all of them, so really appreciate that you took the time and, you know, shared your opinion. And I will try to make something out of this so everyone is happy with the intros. So let's go into games. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to support the channel, if you like what you are seeing and just want to be nice to a Sloth. So have fun, guys. Alright guys, going first with Cut Down, Void Rend, Emperor. That's a good start. Our mana base is a little bit wonky. I won't cycle Raffine Tower because I think like we need at least 4 mana. We preferably go to 7. And we're against Atraxa deck. So we need quite a lot of specific draws, and I mean some counterspells would be great. So far not looking great. We are doing the part of the deck that doesn't matter, and our opponent will soon start to ramp. Not yet final. Alright, this is the draw. This is something we really needed. And honestly, I prefer going Memory Deluge over the Emperor, because this won't kill them. Like, it won't kill them. So at least you can just go for the value and get... Alright, so that was interesting. So plan number 2, we'll play 7 lands and do it again, and hopefully this time it will actually work. Oh boy, man, my voice is cracking so much. Alright, sorry for that. So, this is going very bad. You know what? Invasion of Alara is something we can actually answer. Let's see if they go for Desecrator. Well, let's go. A tally? Alright then. Alright. Sunset Revelry? Sure. Yep, I just want to point out this is still turn 5. He played around 28 mana of spells, and it's not even close to finishing. Sorry, 30, 32. I think that was 38 mana for 5. I see no issues here. So we want to go with Depopulate. And I mean we can just start with the Emperor then. That was a weird turn. Like, it honestly was. Let's kill the Atari and try to go for this. Unfortunately, if they flip Alara, I cannot prevent it on this particular turn. I need him to not do it right now. He will have 6 mana, so Cemetery Desecrator is a thing. However, they will pay 2, so it might be Zendikar. Man, it was like 30 something mana in a row used, and the board is still empty. Like, sure. So we want their, you know, I mean, we won't get better use of this card. Like, this is basically a counter spell for their 7-drop. So no, it matters. Here's the Familiar, sure. And some more lands for us. That's great. That's great. So it's part of the effect, so if they discard a card, you can kill it then. And they need to tap, but the Emperor won't have flash, so it cannot use ability at instant speed, of course. Alright, I mean, let's try. So fun. 25 cards. Down to 6. Man, one of us is having a lot of fun this game. But man, they're close to milling themselves. And they took a land. Is that really what should happen? It feels like something isn't right here. Alright, I will play a 7-drop, and it seems that it will be better than this 38 in drops. Alright, this is super important. Honestly, I would love to take Negate and Dissipate, but then we might whiff on value. So what I have to do is go like this. This way we never lack the value. So we have 7 mana, we don't need more. I mean, we have a countdown, so we actually need more. So this is 4, this is 3, and this is 1. I mean, no harm in trying, right? Maybe they're crazy and they will block. They have blue mana in this form, that's interesting. I should put the token first. They can take it back, but then if they cast it, we just counter it. Alright, and let's put some pressure. It won't matter, but it might tax their mana a little bit. They didn't cast Go for the Throw, that's interesting. If that's a Sunfall, that's good. Sure, that's actually perfect. Man, Void Rend is so good sometimes. Like, sometimes you have those games when this is just a perfect card. Let's go with Memory first, let's see the option. Oh yeah, that's so good. And I think honestly it's Celestus, it's better. Oh man, can you feel the mill death in the air? Because we are at 20. And we have a lot of stuff. Alaras aren't flipped. Man, he played 38 of spells on turn 5, and that was not enough to win us. I mean, our Memory Deluge for 7 was so much better. And I think that was the game when we Memory Deluge for 4 lands, right? Man, so good. Alright, so I will play the land. Alright, Wizards, sure. So we need to be smart about the mana. This way I have 6. So it's the Realmbreaker turn. It might not live too long, so I know. I need to be smart about it. Yep. Alright, is this worth it? This is extremely good card. We have Farewells, and we have Void Rends. I don't think we counter it. I think we just take the bullet, cry on the inside, and wait for one of the other cards. Because the counterspell is so insanely important. So this will be the Emperor or Alara. What Alara does, I should probably read it finally. So he draws only 2 cards. Artifact, probably not. Token, so they will make another Desecrator. 3 counters, and they will destroy any permanent. Alright, you got it. If we countered Leyline Binding, that would happen. All of this would happen. So you can see that it was high value target. Bro, please, go away. Stop, I don't want to kill my samurais. Man, they are with the Emperor for their whole life. And in the end, she just kills them.
Keep watch
for no reason. I think we want... what? So first let's attack, because I need to think about this play. So I want to Void Rend at the end step and get the Realmbreaker. What do you do? It's not sorcery speed, just... And now we highlight different cards, so we pretend we are thinking. And not that we want this Realmbreaker at the end step. So I kill it, I activate it, and I have 4 mana left. That means we can go Celestus. Hopefully they will go with Leyline Binding and kill it. That would give us the Realmbreaker. That's actually fine. Atraxa, do you want to draw some cards? Because he might not realize that he's dead on the next turn. Oh, so fun! Atraxa decks, man, they played like 100 mana in spells and that wasn't enough. Alright guys, we're going first against... Okay, let's go first with Raffine Tower. I kinda like the draw. It has very good mana base, Sunset Revelry and Emperor into Sunfall, so honestly if we're against aggro, we should be fine. And we're not fully against aggro, but it's close enough. I think we should win this matchup. We should be very favored here. So for now we don't use Mirex, and I mean I could go for Revelry, but they will play a creature. Corpses of the Law, alright. Alright, this will be some hasted skeletons. If you descended this turn, you may pay 1 life. So we could kill it. Oh man, I don't want to kill it. I honestly don't. So I think this will be the Emperor. Don't worry, Sunset Revelry will be used. We need to keep up the tempo. If I only play Sunset Revelry, I don't do anything else in this turn, so that's not a strong one. Alright, that's actually pretty good. So I will get blood tokens for free, and that's actually really good. So we'll create a token, we trade, so we negate fully this whole pressure. Now it will be Mirex. And honestly, let's go for Sunset Revelry. We have good mana base, so we can go with white here and black here. So we draw a card, we get a blood token. I mean, that's a full value, man. And we probably will kill with the Void Rend, I think. I played the land. I think we want Samurai because this will die.
Keep watch for intruders.
And those blood tokens, man, are actually really helpful. So I think we are winning this super hard, honestly. Hero's Downfall. Absolutely perfect, man. Oh man, he wasted full turns for 1 Loyalty Emperor. So he will try to go face probably. It seems that his deck is kinda aggressive. So he has haste from here, and he has, you know, all the buffing from here. So we'll probably respect our life total. As long as gets -1, and I lose life. Alright, so he is trying to burn us, in a way. Sure. So we will take some damage. Let's give him the buff. And I think this is the moment. With Memory Deluge, I think we should be fine, and look at all this cycling. This is one of the problems with the card. It's cool when it hits, but you generally don't want to help your opponent. And I can kill it whenever I want. I think we just go with this. And let's start the beatdown. Our opponent deals 1 damage a turn, we deal 3. So I think I know how it ends. Sure? Here is the skeleton, but that's the only play for the turn. Alright, that's nearly the only play for the turn. So we can take 3 damage. I think this... It cannot block? Well, I should probably read it. So I think we take 3 damage, and we just Sunfall because we have Memory Deluge, so we should be absolutely... Oh my god, that's so good. Is Sunfall bad? No. We want the Sunfall. And I will keep the card, probably. Yeah, I like those cards, man. We take 1 damage, probably the last one. Oh, this is so... Man, this is actually so tempting. I could exile enchantments, and then I would get my Samurai back. But Sunfall is still better. I should attack first, but I don't care. Like, I'm having fun, man. Alright, so our opponent has this turn. We don't have double white or double blue. Sure. Unfortunately for them, they will have to attack with this creature. I think we can get rid of one of the cutdowns. And we'll see. Oh, Memory Deluge is perfect. Man, I really like all those cards. And I mean, this is the moment. Alright, and our opponent wants to attack. We made way bigger pause than we wanted. I mean, this is the correct tap. Because maybe we'll use Mirex, who knows. And that's the problem with Obliterator. It just doesn't really do anything if it's just destroyed instantly. Is that the rage quit moment? Because it's getting close. Our opponent has like no power over this game. Probably this is his biggest threat right now. But the problem is that we are at 18, so he needs to do it 6 times to kill us. Very, very slow. Knight. Not something we super care about. If that's the play, we go Memory Deluge. And when we make Samurai, if you want to, we probably hit removal, right? Yeah, for example, this. Celestus is great, but I don't think we need it right now. Alright, so unfortunately we will have to close the game. You are a +1/+1, unfortunately. Let's go Mirex. I'm not Mirexing anytime soon. And we'll see. We will see. He won't be able to block, unfortunately, which would be better for me, because I would just cut down in response. So let's go for it. 6 damage. Oh man, that's a removal, but Go for the Throat won't hit it. I think he has Go for the Throat and he wanted to target it but didn't work. Alright. I mean, that's 3-turn lethal basically. And we say go. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Murder. Alright. I guess. Don't forget we can live gain with this. Let's see if there's anything. He doesn't need to pump, I guess. So we lose the Emperor and we'll use her if he passes the turn, which... Well... You know what? This is a very good farewell turn. Alright, so we play the Emperor because it's a great card. And we help our opponent because we are a nice person.
That's coming off.
We won't for loyalty because everything we play dies anyway, so at least we can keep the loyalty. Man, this is the winning play. Plusing your opponent creature to make them scoop. Alright then, Sunset Revelry. Alright, we will take it. We need a few more lands, but we should get it. Alright, we start here, into the island, and probably the Painland last. Let's go. Let's see the matchup. Are you ready? Of course you are. So, I actually could play the river, but you know what? We'll have time. I hope. I hope. Because when you get those... Oh, that's different. Oh man, that's very different. So we will pay the Painland mana. And it will be harsh. We have some blockers, but they won't work very well. And now the Shores is a tap land. So we can miss turn 5, I guess. The problem is that we don't have a targeted removal, like all the cutdowns and all Go for the Throats and all the Void Rends doesn't seem to be working. And that's, yeah, no reason to block, like they have trample on this turn, so we will try to get, you know, some blocks without the trample. Bro? If I'm not mistaken, he has no mana. Not sure if that's how you play the deck, by the way, but we'll take it, and we'll try to mess it up a little bit. They need another trample, so they need another Monstrous Rage, or something similar like Angel Fire. So Kenzan is... man, I'll be honest, guys, they don't know how to play this deck. Like, this is not how you do it, man. Absolutely. We just traded Virtuoso for 2 tokens. This is his best card of the deck.
Try not to
The card that makes all the other cards stick. And I mean, he lost both of them, which means he won't draw more. He might go for a squee, but he needs 1 more card in the graveyard, and if he needs 1 red mana to get something in the graveyard. I can counter it, right? Feels good. So Monstrous Rage is in their hand, it seems. We can farewell everything and leave them with 2 cards. I think that's the play. Always fun. Alright, it's not over. It's absolutely not over. He still has 2 cards in the hand. And main phase Mirex, because that's how red players roll. And honestly, this should be a Field of Ruin then. Yeah, we don't want them to untap this. I mean, the Field of Ruin was in the perfect moment. So we will take it. I should remember about the basics. Man, I have 3 basics and I just assumed I have them. And it wasn't as close as it seems. Or you get the idea. You get the idea. I didn't think about it. Double strike. Disturb. Only 1 card. They don't really have protection spells as much. We can take it because I want Memory Deluge on this turn. And then we'll see. We should hit cut downs. But we won't. Wow. Man, those 5 lands in a row happen a lot. I mean, a lot. I guess we're going with the Reef then. Well, that was not what I expected. Man, whenever I cast Memory Deluge, I think that, yeah, now I'm winning. And then it's like, yeah, it does literally nothing. I still will win this, but not in the way I should. Alright, I think we go with the Emperor. And let's start with this, because I think when they lose this, and with 1 card they probably cannot protect it, the game, as you can see, is kinda over. Alright, going first, Revelry, a lot of removal, hopefully we won't hit control. Surely it won't be a control deck, right? Right? No chance. Just some kind of great aggro that will absolutely smork with this draw. I smile. I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, and that's indeed not a control deck. Can I pain myself? Not really. Do I draw? Absolutely. I don't need the live game. The most important is value, right? So basically we got a 2/2 and a card, and that's the best value. What are you? Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put it into battlefield, and whenever a creature you control explores something else, you put counter here. So, pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. We probably want the black mana, because we want Go for the Throat and Cut Down. Do we remove it in a response? I think so. I think that should be good enough. I want to do it in response because when he thinks he will get this value, he might play differently. Like, you want to give your opponent as little information as possible always, because then he will make misplays without knowing that there are misplays, because he has no way of knowing what exactly do you have. So this is the attack probably. Alright. Yep. I thought so. This will be interesting. Oh boy, I wonder why he didn't attack with this one. Let's see. They might have interaction, but I can pay 2, so it should limit a lot. And I can always go for the throat if I really want to kill it. Cameo safekeeping, so they really care about it. Do you care about it super much? Not as much. I think it's worth it. And now we have Void Rend mana and Dissipate mana. So we probably want to keep countering artifacts, so the wormlets don't get bigger, and that means they cannot attack. You are an artifact. Is that the Cynic deck with artifacts? Probably. And as you can see, man, those humans like prevented so much damage. Unfortunately, we cannot prevent this artifact. Yeah, that's the deck. But yeah, they will create a map token. Well, it is what it is, so now we try to go for a sweeper probably. And we can still double block, so it's not like... Sure. I could kill it in response, but I think I want to go for the Sunfall. I didn't see this card. Sure, double explore. Cool, that's good. That's a cool card. Not sure if this 1 green and X creature that explores X times isn't better though. We'll see. I think we go like this. We just want to keep trading card for card. Let's kill one of the wormlets, so I guess we don't hit a sweeper, we solve it this way. And that's also okay. That's also okay. He only has basics, so there's nothing... Can we target ourselves? No, opponent controls. I mean, it's also not an artifact, but it will create artifact probably. There's low chance that he will hit... Well, I mean... Alright, I had a brain melt for a moment. We need to hit the 7 mana, probably hit Memory Deluge and Sunfall everything. Or attacks. So I actually will kill it now. So this way he cannot declare attack, which means he won't get a map token, which means he cannot explore. And that gets a lot of power out of the way. Alright, so I assume he has some kind of protection spell, but we want him to use it. What are you exactly? Tap? I mean, bro... Alright, yeah, it's a 3-3, but it's tapped. We know everything right now. So I can try to exile this and Void Rend this. Explores. I mean, then he has no creatures. I will go with it. I think it's decent. So let's go for a Field of Ruin. I really like this situation because there's so many ways to play it out, but I will choose this one and we'll see if that works. Man, I was just starting to remove your creatures. I mean, we did it again, I guess. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one, and that's an Esper Control, man, one of my favorite archetypes, and something we actually didn't do since a very long time, so it was obvious. And one of the cool things about the deck is having counterspells still in standard, and with those Field of Ruins that work surprisingly well. I didn't have any problems with Cavern of Souls, and very often you can just kill this annoying Mirex, so it seems useful, and with 3 colors you have 3 basics. We don't play Otawara and Takenuma and all this stuff, but yeah, I think it's a good trade. And the deck does a little bit of everything, so you have really, versatile options during the play, which will favor your good decisions, because every card is like one-off. You need to think when you use them, but when you do it right, you will absolutely win the game and feel super satisfied. So, probably one of my favorite Esper decks. I think it should be pretty strong. With amount of removal we have and all the sweepers, we just can sweep on turn 4, which sometimes is a big deal because they don't expect it. If they have Talia, they think they have one more turn usually, and you just sweep everything and they're like, oh, alright, I'll go. So yeah, very fun build with a lot of value, a lot of control over the game, and enough resilience to just help you enjoy playing the game and not dying to mono red. Alright, and you wanted the stats. We didn't play too many games, but the ones we've played show pretty consistent picture. To be absolutely fair, if you play more, of course the win rate will lower, but it should be still solid. I think you can rank up very nicely with this deck, and honestly you can probably hit Mythic if you play a lot. Of course the games are pretty long, so it will take a while, but yeah, I think it's a solid deck and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, and before we finish the video, as usually, I will say a thank you because I really appreciate you being here and, you know, all the comments. It's like a cool back and forth that we have here. So really makes content creation kind of exciting, and hopefully it's also interesting for you because you can write something and, you know, change the video for the future. And I'm trying to, you know, just make the best out of, you know, both worlds. So hopefully you enjoy it. And thank you for that because that's super cool. And with that being said, see you tomorrow.